It was supposed to be just another interview. Another charming sit-down with Sam Heughan, promoting his latest project. The audience laughed, the host smiled, and everything felt easy, casual, until it didn't. In one heartbeat, a routine question became the confession the world had waited years to hear. "So, Sam," the host began playfully, "you and Caitríona Balfe, fans still think there's something special there. Are they wrong?" The crowd chuckled. Sam smiled, that familiar grin that could dissolve any rumor or awkward moment. But this time, he didn't laugh. He didn't deflect. Instead, he paused, a quiet second that stretched long enough to make the audience lean in. His expression softened. Then, in that calm, sincere voice the world knows so well, he said it. "You know, she's always been the one." The studio froze. The host blinked, unsure she'd heard correctly. Sam smiled again, smaller, shy almost. "Yes," he added softly, "we share something real. Maybe more than even we understood." Gasps rippled through the audience. Within seconds, social media erupted. Sam Heughan just confirmed it, live. He said she's the one. Clips spread like wildfire across X, TikTok, and YouTube, millions of views in minutes. Fans screamed, cried, tagged each other in disbelief. After years of silence and speculation, Sam Heughan had finally said what millions had been dreaming of, that what he shared with Caitríona Balfe went beyond friendship. For nearly a decade, Outlander fans had lived in the emotional shadow of Jamie and Claire, the fictional lovers who made the world believe in soulmates. Sam and Caitríona's on-screen chemistry was the heartbeat of the series, raw, magnetic, achingly real. But off-screen, both had always been careful. Caitríona married quietly, Sam stayed private. Together they walked the thin line between fiction and reality, never fueling the frenzy, until now. When the stunt host recovered and asked, "Wait, Sam, are you saying you and Caitríona are together?" he leaned forward slightly, eyes steady. "We've always been together in some way," he said. "What we share isn't something you can label, but yes, it's real." The room erupted. Some clapped, some cried, others simply stared. It was the kind of unscripted, electric television moment that stops time. Within minutes, news outlets went into overdrive. Variety, Sam Heughan confirms deep bond with co-star Caitríona Balfe. People, Heughan's emotional admission shocks fans worldwide. The Guardian, Outlander star opens up about years of hidden affection. Backstage, producers were stunned. The host whispered as cameras cut to commercial, "You just broke the internet." Sam chuckled softly. "Maybe it was time," he said. And maybe it was. For years, fans had dissected every glance, every red carpet touch, every behind-the-scenes smile, analyzing frame by frame. Sam and Caitríona always brushed it off, insisting on friendship and respect. But even they couldn't hide what millions already felt. What existed between them was rare. After the episode aired, fans flooded the internet with emotional posts. "He finally said it. My heart can't take this. They were never acting, it's always been real." The moment went viral, replayed endlessly, the pause, the look, the tremor in his voice. It wasn't a statement, it was years of emotion spilling free in real time. What made it powerful was its gentleness. No drama, no publicity stunt, just quiet truth, spoken by someone tired of hiding something pure. It didn't sound rehearsed, it sounded like release. As one fan beautifully wrote beneath the viral clip, he didn't announce it. He set it free, like a truth that had been waiting to breathe. And breathe, it did. By dawn, the clip had circled the globe. Morning shows replayed it, headlines blazed, comment sections overflowed with joy and disbelief. After years of guessing, clarity had finally come from Sam himself. The media called it the confession heard around the world. Analysts examined his tone, his eyes, his demeanor, softer now, lighter, relieved. One journalist wrote, "Sam didn't sound like a man making news. He sounded like a man finally telling the truth." But amid the celebration, one question lingered: how would Caitríona respond? By afternoon, her name trended beside his. Cameras followed her to a London film event, poised, graceful, composed as always. When a reporter nervously asked about Sam's words, she smiled. A real, unguarded smile. "I think," she said gently, "he spoke from the heart. And I'll always be grateful for that." It wasn't denial. It wasn't confirmation. It was something far more intimate, an acknowledgement that deepened the mystery. Hours later, she posted on social media, "Some connections don't need words, but sometimes, the heart decides to speak anyway." The internet detonated again. Fans parsed every syllable. Was it her way of saying yes? Of validating his confession? Or simply a quiet act of protection, for something sacred? Whatever it meant, the world had already decided, the love story everyone believed in had just stepped into the light. Hollywood insiders joined the chorus. Castmates and crew from Outlander called them soulmates in every sense. One crew member wrote, "They always had this quiet energy, the kind that fills a room without sound." Directors, journalists, even fellow actors offered congratulations. Yet behind all the noise, something deeply human resonated. Sam's revelation wasn't a stunt. It was vulnerability. For nearly 10 years, he'd carried the weight of rumors, linked and questioned endlessly, always smiling, always protecting her. Until now. A source told Vanity Fair, he was tired of pretending he didn't feel something real. This wasn't about confirming a rumor, it was about freeing himself from silence. That silence had been both armor and prison. Caitríona's graceful response only deepened the public's admiration. Fan communities overflowed with gratitude. "Thank you for sharing your truth. You made us believe in love again." Even Outlander's official account joined in, posting a black and white photo of Jamie and Claire holding hands, captioned, "Some stories never end." For the first time in years, both seemed at peace with the story the world had written for them. At separate public events, they no longer dodged questions or hid behind laughter. When Katrina was later asked about Sam's confession, her answer was soft but sure. "Sam and I have shared a journey unlike any other. Whatever it is that people see between us, it's real. It's friendship, trust, and yes, love, in its own way." Those words hit differently. She didn't say romance. She said love. And maybe that was the truth everyone had missed. Their bond had never needed labels. It lived somewhere between friendship and fate, something beyond definition, beyond scripts. Days later, Sam posted a photo of the Scottish Highlands at sunset. The caption read simply, "It's never been about hiding. It's about protecting what's real." No tags, no names, just truth. The internet didn't explode this time. It fell silent. The kind of silence that follows understanding. Because for the first time, fans realized it had never been about confirmation or denial. It was about connection, the kind that endures time, distance, and fame. And maybe that's why the moment felt so powerful. It wasn't an announcement. It was both an ending and a beginning. In a world built on illusion, Sam Heughan and Katrina Balfe reminded everyone that real emotion can't be scripted. It lingers in glances, laughter, and silence. It doesn't need proof. When asked later what he felt after the interview, Sam smiled gently. Relieved, he said, "People forget. The truth can be simple. It's love. It always has been." The host laughed. "You know you broke the internet, right?" Sam chuckled. "Maybe," he said, "but sometimes you have to break something open, for the light to get in." And just like that, years of rumor and mystery dissolved. What remained was something pure. Two people who had spent a decade protecting a bond the world could finally see. After all the noise, the truth had spoken. And it sounded a lot like love.